ये है मेरा बेटा ब्रह्मान्य मुखिया, जिसकी उम्र 8 साल है। इसको सेरेब्रल पॉल्सी की दिक्कत थी, जो कि इसके जन्म के साथ इसके साथ आई थी, क्योंकि ये पैदा होते टाइम कुछ देर के लिए नहीं रोए थे। तो इनको ब्रेन में कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें हुई जो इनके पूरे शरीर पे उसका असर पड़ा। जब मैंने पहले न्यूरोलॉजिस्ट से इसको दिखाया था, अपने लिए कुछ भूखा है, प्यासा है, कुछ नहीं बता पाएगा। भगवान जी की मदद से और सही गाइडेंस लेते लेते सब चल रहा था, पर ठीक कुछ नहीं रहा। अभी सिर्फ ऑपरेशन होने के बाद में खुला है, तो उसमें ही उनका ये है कि ये जो उनकी एड़ी और इस तरीके से चलता था, वो आज उसकी एड़ी फ्लैट हो गई है, पूरा पंजा रख के चल रहा है, घुटने सीधे हो गए हैं। कह सकते हैं सर्जरी के बाद मेरा बच्चा एक ब्लस्त बड़ा हो गया है।
Doctor, when you first saw this patient, what was your biggest challenge?
So when we first saw this patient, the biggest challenge was not to straighten his legs. मतलब पैर सीधा करना हमारा challenge कभी भी नहीं होता है. हमारा challenge होता है कि will we be able to make him walk independent. So our challenge was never, deformity. It was always function. हम focus करते हैं कि क्या हमारा बच्चा चल पाएगा, कितना चल पाएगा, कितना function achieve कर पाएगा, because we don't operate X-rays, we operate the person, we operate the kid, and always the viewpoint was achieving functionality, which he was not been able to actually walk for almost like 9 years in his life. He never walked. So when we, in cerebral palsy, when the kids come, first thing we do is a very thorough gait analysis, because the gait, the function has to be corrected. So what we noticed was that there was crouch gait with the functional equinus and scissoring tendency, with his spine going into scoliosis to mitigate that unbalance in the gait. And that was the challenge that was to be corrected, balancing forces when the kid walks, apart from, just deformity correction. So very careful serial examination of his videos, of his gait was done live, also video assisted, and discussion was done in terms of balancing the forces. It's not just always about, lengthening a tendon, but it's about, balancing the forces, which muscle has to become loose, how much the joint has to move to correct the gait cycle, and that was the challenge. So we did many serial x-rays and scanograms. So the scanogram was done, Stagnara view for understanding the spine biomechanics was done, serial X of his knee joint and ankle joints and pelvis was done to ascertain the obliquity or the internal rotation of the hip. That was being understood, and then very thorough clinical examination was done to understand the spasticity pattern, the unbalancing forces. And then, the decision was made that which are the key muscles which require lengthening and tendon transfer that we will be targeting through image-guided Botox. And after that, completed cast was given and custom orthotics was planned for the kid. For the first phase, we started working on the dynamics, the trunk balancing, the hip strengthening so that the pelvis do not shift backward, and the core strength become really, really good to hold on to the spine in the corrected way. So what we see as an outcome in terms of his functional gain was basically planned almost like a month ago. So we planned every step of this kid almost a month ago before we went on to do anything in terms of intervention surgery or orthotic prescription or drafting a comprehensive rehabilitation protocol, which includes anti-spastic protocols, customized dynamic strengthening protocols, ADL corrections, ergonomic corrections, because we wanted him to independently navigate his school space. Whatever he could do today was decided almost a month or so back. The biggest happiness any consultant has is that this kid who once came on the wheelchair to my OPD came to my OPD this time walking on his own 2 feet for the very first time in the 9 years of his life. And that is something that we work for. That is what is rewarding. It's not about straightening those legs. It's about functionality, you know.
अभी सिर्फ ऑपरेशन होने के बाद में खुला है, तो उसमें ही उनका ये है कि ये जो उनकी एड़ी और इस तरीके से चलता था, वो आज उसकी एड़ी फ्लैट हो गई है, पूरा पंजा रख के चल रहा है, घुटने सीधे हो गए हैं। कह सकते हैं सर्जरी के बाद मेरा बच्चा एक ब्लस्त बड़ा हो गया है पूरा, जो शायद अभी तक हम लोगों को एहसास भी नहीं था कि हमारा बच्चा कहाँ तक आ गया है। से आज बिना कहे वो सीधा चल रहा है, पोस्चर सही हो गया है, पैर और घुटने और एड़ी स्पेशली, जिसके लिए सारी महाभारत छिड़ी हुई थी, बैकबोन, इसके लिए ये सारी चीज़ों में आज आराम है। मेरे बच्चे को ये रिजल्ट 5 साल आगे ले आए हैं।
There can be a case where you have straightened somebody's legs and still they are not able to walk, and we see that all the time, that, you know, kids are being operated, sometimes overly aggressively operated, leading to another deformity. So I can give you an example. There was this patient who was unnecessarily aggressively operated, and so the scissoring equinus gait converted into a crouch gait, which was another difficult deformity to manage. So, you know, it's not about, in these cases, you know, the most important decision is what kind of surgery is not to be done. It's not always about just aggressively correcting the deformities. It's the correct measurement of what is not to be done more than what is to be done. And the goal is not just the static correction of deformities that we see, but the functionality of it, because none of it, the spasticity is not a static problem, it's a dynamic problem, you know. It precipitates once you start to move only. So any static correction will never help unless it is done with the viewpoint of correcting the dynamics, because जो जकड़न होती है वो static patient में नहीं होगी, वो होगी तब जब आप चलोगे, तो उसकी मांसपेशी जकड़ती तब है जब वो चलेगा। चलने को ही करेक्ट करना पड़ता है, डायनेमिक्स पे ही काम करना पड़ता है, स्टैटिक करेक्शन से काम नहीं चलता है। एंड सर्जरी विदाउट रिहैब, एन इंटरवेंशन विदाउट अ रिहैब, विदाउट ट्रेनिंग, री एजुकेशन, you know, gait training, orthotic corrections, and a comprehensive rehab is actually, you know, nothing fruitful in terms of functionality. So yes, we do a team approach. We do a careful planning of what and how we are going to cater to this patient, and I'm so happy with the outcome. And I'm sure he's going to further make me proud, because this time he's promised me that, you know, I'll be doing more than what you expect. You know, next time I will come, ma'am, I will do this also. So I'm looking forward to his growing into more independent kid.